Is this the best Bahtinov mask? Well, let's check it out. Disclaimer. I was sent this product for review from a company called Aplefase. No monies were exchanged and I have total control over what I say. Let's go. This is a prototype Bahtinov mask, 3D printed in PETG with more robust filament with good mechanical properties, so it should last quite well. It's designed for dew shields of approximately 147mm to 180mm in its standard position. And with the clamp extenders, it ranges from 101mm to 135mm on the inner settings and 189mm to 225mm on the outer settings. It also comes with two grids of 2mm and 4mm for different focal lengths. The unit is self-centering and adjusted by rotating the two separate parts. The guide pins slide to tapering slots, so any size is possible between the maximum and minimum sizes. When fitting, just hold it over the dew shield, rotate the front plate to clamp onto the dew shield and lock with the clamping screws. I did find the locking screws a little tight in their threads, which made it difficult to feel when it was tight, but not over tightened. The three arm extenders needed to adjust the fitting outside of its normal range. A nice touch actually, did help in my case. Just remember to place the rubber caps onto the arms if you use them. I did find the rubber caps can fall off quite easily, so something to be careful, especially in the dark. Initially I found a little fiddly to fit correctly, as the tab you hold at the top could do with a little bit larger, and the front plate you rotate could do with a little knob or bump just to make it easier to push round. This is just a personal finding, and I'm sure with a little practice it would become easier to use. I did find the instructions simple, but could do with a little rearranging in order of setup. Also, it did not mention the reason for the 2mm and 4mm mask, as some people may not know when to use them. All in all, a great design, and I can't wait for the UK weather to allow me to do some testing. After a couple of nights of cloud, I had a chance to get out and do some testing. I rough focused on Vega, as it's a nice bright star. Attaching the mask was straightforward, although the aforementioned knob or bump on the rotator would have helped, as it takes both hands in the right place to adjust the fit, and being in the dark with the head torch just makes it a little bit harder. Once fitted, I tried the 4mm grid, as I was using a 714mm scope, but I found that the 2mm grid showed a sharper image. I was surprised that even a little adjustment of the fine focus knob showed up in the grid pattern, so focusing was easy and faster than the electronic focuser I had used if time is limited. On removal, the suspected issue happened and two of the rubber caps came off. I suppose if I had undone it and widened the clamps, this would not have happened, but as I'm just used to removing the mask and doing some shooting, they did. Maybe not so tight with the clamps next time. So, all in all, lovely bit of kit. Very impressed with the design. It's a prototype, so there are going to be a little few tweaks here and there to make it just that little bit easier to use, which I've noted. Great for manual focusing. Great for manual focusing on a wide range of scopes. Quite a wide range actually when you change these knobs around the other way. They really work well. You only need one Bahtinov mask if you're a manual focuser. If you've got plenty of time in your evening viewing to use an electronic focuser, that's fine. But for me, and probably a lot of other people that are limited on their views that they can get, maybe only 2 or 3 hours, then something like this saves you a lot of time because it's really quick and easy to use. So yeah, I'm pleased with it. I will be using it. It will go in my kit bag, so I don't need to worry about carrying different ones. Just chuck that in the kit bag, adjust it, whatever scope I'm going, job done. Put it on, focus. Easy. Good job.